It's an issue that's outraged smart Aussies on the left and the right in what the Human Rights Law Centre says represents a dark day for democracy. 60-year-old former Australian Army legal officer David McBride has been sent to jail for almost 6 years after being found guilty of stealing classified defence secrets and sharing them with journalists. Justice David Mossop of the ACT Supreme Court found McBride had committed a gross breach of trust. McBride is the guy who leaked classified documents to the ABC, which then used them to produce their 2017 Afghan Files reports, which alleged a cover-up of war crimes by Australian soldiers and the very important reviews and investigations that we've had since. The judge said McBride's conduct had caused significant harm to the Commonwealth by releasing defence secrets, including its rules of engagement in Afghanistan. The Australian newspaper reported that McBride's supporters cried "shame on you" as the sentence was delivered, and his legal team has vowed an appeal. Speaking to reporters back in 2019, McBride made no apologies for his actions, and he said there was nothing in the classified documents that Australians don't deserve to know. This video of that statement from 2019 comes from the Australian Associated Press and the Australian newspaper. McBride was asked then if he had his time over, whether he would do it again.
Yeah, I would. That's a good question. Maybe I'm a bit mad. I do often, when I'm down and I'm thinking about the trial, I think, well, you're proud of yourself and you've done the right thing.
Do you understand where the government's coming from their point of view, though? Why they want to try and protect their secrets?
Yeah, no, that's fine, and that's quite a good question. That's the way they want to play it. And the former Secretary of Defence has come out and said, oh, well, we need to protect our secrets. The Americans won't give us secrets if we don't protect. But that's a smokescreen. There are no secrets. There's shame. You know, if we kill our own soldiers, if we experiment on them illegally, if we bug officers of other countries for oil companies, that's not a secret, that's a crime. And we don't cover up crimes. In fact, if you put on a uniform, I reckon it's your job to uncover crimes.
As the former Army Major entered court this week, he said, "I may have broken the law, but I did not break my oath to the people of Australia and the soldiers who keep us safe." But the judge didn't agree. He reportedly said that self-confident people with strong opinions need to be deterred from making unlawful disclosures. McBride pled guilty last November to the 3 charges of stealing and unlawfully sharing secret information that he faced. Even though he blew the whistle on the bad stuff going on, the court was also told that McBride believed that the ADF was undertaking overzealous murder investigations into serving soldiers who killed captured Afghans while defending themselves. And he said that these investigations were of a political nature. He didn't like the way the ABC reported on the leaks that he gave them, and he was furious at the suggestion that Australia's Special Forces killed people unnecessarily. Albo's Justice Minister, the Attorney General, Mark Dreyfus, could intervene in this case, but he's chosen not to. Independent MP Andrew Wilkie says that's not good, and he should. The thing is, Australia, that we've got to weigh up what we want. Do we want whistleblowers who are going to put themselves at huge risk to blow the whistle when they think it's appropriate? And even if they're right, most of them suffer enormously for doing the right thing. So when we get a bloke who maybe went a bit too far, do we need to be a bit tolerant and not come down on him like a ton of bricks because he's embarrassed some people in high places? Otherwise, you get no whistleblowers anymore, ever. And that, of course, is music to the ears of any government, of any political persuasion, which is why good people on the left and right, even if we think McBride went too far in this case, support him on principle. With all due respect to the Supreme Court Justice of the great territory that is the ACT, and I'm speaking not to criticise the court or the correctness of its ruling in any way here, but merely expressing a personal opinion on the principle of the law in this matter, I find myself agreeing with a federal Greens politician that I don't like at all, who said this: a 5-year prison sentence has sent a chill down the spines of truth tellers across the country, just as it was designed to do. We must support whistleblowers. A healthy liberal democracy has to have whistleblower protections. Tax Office whistleblower Richard Boyle is another one we need to support. He faces a criminal trial later this year, which we will be watching very, very closely. The Attorney General should pardon McBride and drop proceedings against Boyle. The burden of whistleblowing means it's highly unlikely anyone is going to do it lightly. Hi, as an Aussie show, your support means a lot to us. So please subscribe here or here. And you can smash that little notification bell so you can keep up to date with all our content, or you can watch a full episode right here. Join us for Australia's best take on the news and commentary of the moment without the woke, and get smart for the weekend and support Australian content on YouTube. To do that, we need your support. So subscribe.